Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Muramasa the Demon Blade. In the last part, we got some more plot exposition, fought the second boss, found out a little bit more about Rankai, who is our main villain for the game. And in this part, we are going through our third dungeon, in which we will find Yukinojo, who is a major player in the plot as well, and we'll be learning more about him very soon, his relationship to Jinkuro, Momohime, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, you'll notice that I'm calling these areas dungeons, even though we're like just running through more forest, which is what we've been doing for a large part of the game anyway. That's basically just their function and not necessarily their design. Because basically each dungeon in the game is a linear progression of enemies, as opposed to the more exploration kind of based overworld stuff. So now that we're fighting some of these guys, which are some sort of, I don't even know what they're supposed to be. Let's Okay, that was pretty cool. Hold on. This Sakya. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, these guys always give me shit because they can shoot projectiles. Damn it. Okay, I meant to do that. No, I'm not gonna cook just yet because I'm at full health, and unless I'm going into a boss, I don't want to waste cooking materials like that. Oh, the Fox Spirit Gauntlet. What does that do? The Fox Spirit Gauntlet gives us Strength +2. I'm going to do that because we don't really need as much defense at this point of the game. Our defense will basically just defense will basically just kind of not really matter until later. And on top of that, I should mention that when it comes to forging blades, you will actually not be able to forge blades, use blades if you have pluses on your pluses due to equipment or to swords. So basically, if the sword needs, say, 7 strength and vitality in order to wield, that doesn't mean that you get to wield it if you have 6 vitality and a +1 bonus. It has to be 7 has to be your base stat. So keep that in mind. That's why if you look at the forge screen, that's why it always says 10 +2 as opposed to 12. So that's how the calculation works. But man, this game, even in the rain, I love the way it looks. Like there's even like an amount of mist to the background that isn't normally there, and fucking samurai. Okay, let's. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. I hate when I do that. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. Oh man, I was able to dodge all that. Okay, there we go. We broke some blades. Let's get some damage in on these guys. Samurai are a lot of fun to fight though, mostly just because they feel more like a sword duel than just slashing at random enemies, which tends to happen an awful lot if you're like fighting ninja and stuff. Is you generally just kind of slash at them until they die, which is fun enough of itself. But there are much more technical kind of fight, which I think is enjoyable. And we're a ways off before we get to the boss of this area, so let's just keep on going. And we've got monks. Ah, these guys. You remember how much trouble I had with these guys, so let's just take them out ASAP. You do not want to underestimate monks and how well they can attack, because a lot of the times in this game is that enemies will still go through attack animations even if you're attacking them. So keep that in mind. You can't just swing wildly and assume that enemies are going to be in a stun state while you're attacking them. You need to be careful, which I actually think is good because it requires you to have a much more mindful kind of approach to sword fighting. And I'm all down for that. And oh, these guys want more of me, huh? Yeah, there we go. I find that so cool for some reason. A lot of the just straight up attack specials, I just think are so neat, and they have to block so much from that. Oh, I thought that could basically just break a blade, right then. I don't necessarily know what the calculations for blade breaking are for this game, so you have to forgive me for that. I think that they might have something to do with raw damage, but again, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is actually one of the shorter dungeons in the game, so you won't actually have to worry too much about that. Would I like to continue my game? Yes, I would. Okay, so let's take a look at my equipment. We do have all of our strongest swords because unfortunately we didn't level up. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the Fox Spirit Gauntlet, but one thing I will do is I will cook another cabbage hot pot. So let's get started.
エコーも虚しく桃姫は魔性に転生したと蘭海上人に聞き、真相を確かめんと放った手勢はことごとく返り討ち。それでもこの目で見るまでは信じられずにおった。だが顔色も変えず人を切る凄まじさ。容姿まさしく桃姫なると、その本性や桃姫にあらず、もはや迷いはみじんもない。
来ると思うておったぞジンクロ。果たしてお主のおぼろ流が新影流にかなうものか。節操が見届けてくれよ。
勝負が決した時、その首が銅につながっておるかな。
殺された上、ムクロに悪霊がついて浮世に迷い出るとはあまりに不憫。せめて我が一党にて成仏させようぞ。
柳生の小僧が人を化け物のように言いよって、本当ならウヌの体と地位はわしのものであったものを。よい折、将軍家指南役の剣とはいずれ手合わせしたいと思うておった。天下無双の名は二つといるまい。ジンクロ、どうかあの方を切らないで。ああ、雪之丞様もおやめください。諦め、声は届かぬ。女子供の出る幕ではない。邪魔立てするならお主といえどもただでは済まぬと思え。勝負の前に一つ聞きたいことがある。鳴神で桃姫を貫いた狼藉者の獲物の太刀、その後どうなったか知っておったら教えてくれ。
太刀じゃと。鳴神の新たな代官が処分しておらねば、桃姫殺害の証拠として鳴神の蔵に放り込まれておろ
う。やはり鳴神か。濃州までの童貞は結界だらけで、戻るのは血と骨は折れるが仕方あるまい。
そのような懸念は無用。いずこへも迷わぬように今ここでメイドに送ってやろうぞ。柳生新影流の非容疑、今見せてくれよ。いざ尋常に。
Okay, so yeah, first off, I absolutely adore this boss fight and this boss theme, actually. Oh man. Okay, so here we're fighting Yukinojo, which we actually learn now. This was the guy whose body Jinkuro wanted to take at the beginning of the game. So yeah, so since Jinkuro actually highly values this body, that's how you know this is going to be a tough boss fight. But basically, it fights like like an extended version of the samurai that we've been fighting on the field, in that we need to break his blade in order to really get any damage on him. And he actually has his own secret arts that he uses. So that's just, I find that really cool. Jinkuro, actually, I don't know if they've gone into detail about this yet, but Jinkuro is actually Momohime's fiance. So we were, Momohime was actually engaged to marry him. So yeah, that adds like a lot of drama to the game. We see this more in depth. Like the story isn't always just told to us in these kind of character interactions. We do sort of see this scene, but it's not until later. But essentially, what happened was that Jinkuro went to steal Yukinojo's body, and Momohime tried to defend him, and Jinkuro took her body instead, and that's what started the events of the game, essentially. So, yeah, I love this boss fight and this boss theme. Forgive me, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm gonna eat a rice ball. But let's get to the Sakia blade. Oh man, that's really cool. But yeah, if you have a hard time getting the drawn back slashes to land, or such. You can wear down the blades and just break them by slashing wildly, although I do not recommend it, because that's a good way to get your own blade broken in the meantime. Secret arts, however, in a pinch aren't bad either, because his blade essentially works the same way your does, where if he blocks too much, you will start taking damage. And it's just, I find it a really cool boss fight in general, and it's one of the ones I look forward to fighting the most in the game, actually. And the fact that it happens so early on, too, is, like, absolutely awesome, because, you know, one of the things about a game where you use a sword like this, and especially a game where you kind of do, where, like, you're playing as samurai and ninjas, is that you kind of want a fight that feels like a duel, you know? It's just, that's what's real, you know, that's cool. Like, you want to duel a guy, like, that's awesome. And the game does give you that opportunity very early on. Like, we've only been playing for like 2 hours, and I think it's absolutely awesome. Oh, and you can blocking actually defend you from attacks behind you. That's good to know. I'm gonna try to get him with a. Oh man, that's just it's so cool. Like, you get him with an Earth Hornet, and then he's just blocking every attack that hits him. Isn't that? I know. At this point I'm just gushing, but it's just the combat in this game not only feels smooth, but the attacks are rewarding to hit as well. One thing about games I find that have a lot of combos is that, and this is actually most apparent for me in fighting games, because I've actually been playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U recently. But one thing about games that rely a lot on getting a large amount of combos, I find, is that generally each individual hit doesn't feel as satisfying as, say, and getting large combos is very difficult. So I find that the combat doesn't feel as satisfying to do naturally in a lot of those kinds of games. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I'm not necessarily a very good fighting game person, but I had a lot of trouble getting a large combo in that game, and that's partially because I'm not very good at. Oh shoot! Hold on, I'm gonna use my last rice ball. Oh crap! I forgot about that. I'm not very good at getting a large combo in that game because I'm not very good at fighting games. Whereas in Tekken, for instance, every individual hit felt satisfying. Now, getting back to Muramasa, you know, this game does have very large combos. Like, as you saw in the blue against the blue monk, I was able to get like a 100-hit combo no problem, and that's not even the best of it. Wait until we get to a specific boss in Kisuke's story where you can get combos up to like 200 without any problem whatsoever. But even in this game, attacks are still very satisfying to land, like landing a properly placed drum back slash, or doing something like that where you juggle them in the air with sequential dashing strikes and then going for an uppercut and then following up with just a standard combo like that. That's super cool and satisfying, and I absolutely adore it. So yeah, I find this game's combat to be super satisfying, and that's one of the best boss fights in the game in my opinion. So now we can destroy yellow barriers, and we're gonna have some more plot. So let's get ready for that, shall we?
体さばきで致命傷を避けたか。こやつ天品がありよる。殺すには惜しいが、生かしておいても後日の仇となろう。お待ちください。ああ、お待ちを。またもしゃしゃり出るか。女ごときの命乞いは無用。どけ。今引導を渡してくれる。待てと言うておるに、耳が遠いかジンクロ。女ごときと申したな。その女の体で好き放題しているのは誰じゃ。聞きぬというならこちらとてこうしてくれる。
魂が押し出された。無理やり体に戻りよったな、桃姫。いや、驚いた。威勢のいい短歌を切るわ。なくしか脳のない箱入り娘かと思えば、とんだじゃじゃ馬。たびたびこれでダダをこねられては先が思いやられる。仕方がねえ。こたびは雪之丞の命は見逃してくれよ。その代わりおとなしくしておれ。
切られてはなりません、雪之丞様。ご安堵なされませ。身も心も今は桃姫、真の姿に戻りましてございます。
ここはあの世か、それとも夢か。そのどちらでも構わぬ。聞いてくれ、拙者そなたに許しを請わねばならぬ。桃姫とそれがしの縁組、鳴神を陥れ取り潰すための詭弁であった。姉君が嫁がれぬと聞き、無理にお主との話を通したのだ。今や鏡公はご生涯なされ、お家騒動で姉君も見まかられた。お上に命じられたとはいえ、仕組んだのはこの雪之丞。
お父上も姉様もこの世の人でなく帰る家すらないと、そう言われまするか。嘘だと言ってくださいませ。
桃姫が迷い出たのはきっとそれがしを恨んでのことと。毎夜両親の呵責に苦しんでおった。許せ。
明神様の貴重なお薬を処方しました。柳生殿はもう大丈夫。礼には及びません。これも旦那様の仰せです。少しでも恩に思うなら、早く体を旦那様に。刀を使えぬ今のあなたに追っ手がかかればひとたまりもない。
久方の仰せ、十分に済ませたか。ならば似合わぬ情けもここまでじゃ。体を戻してもらおうか。
雪之丞様をお助けくださり礼を申します、ジンクロ。されどこのまま置き去りにしてはゆけません。
いやぬ心配じゃ。遠巻きに忍びどもが見張っておる。我らがさればすっ飛んできて世話を焼いてくれよ。
お父上、姉様、おいたわしや。
桃姫の魂を封じず、あのままになさるおつもりですか。あの様子では足手まといでございましょうに。
鏡家の窮状を知って帰郷に流行っておるのじゃ。鳴神まではおとなしくついてくるじゃろう。
美濃に向かうにも東海道は大きな結界が張られ、中山道には僧羅が待ち伏せておりまする。
これ以上坊主の相手をするのは願い下げよう。甲州街道を進み、その先は飛騨に迂回するとしよう。
So yeah, plot dump. So it turns out Yukinojo's corrupt. You know, big surprise. So yeah, this isn't a situation where we're just bad guys and we're fighting good guys. Now everybody's kind of a dick. But yeah, so that was actually, you know, I really enjoy that. The aspects of the plot here. It's just, this game's story is really touching. You know, Momohime's sister and father are both killed, and you know that's just, you know, that's obviously rough for her. So yeah, oh man, we're gonna like a handful of levels out before we can even use this yellow blade, but I believe we can use this long blade now. Okay, let's look at our equipment. I'm gonna get rid of this long blade because I really don't want to use 3 long blades at once. That would not be good. So yeah, unfortunately, you do get some points on this game due to the skill tree, where or the sword tree, I guess is what I should really be calling it, where, you know, you just do not have the types of swords that you want. Like here, I've only got one short sword and 2 long blades, so you know, that kind of sucks, but it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, you know, I really like Yukinojo as a character. I think, you know, he's a nice enough guy to the point where you understand why people respect him, especially Momohime respects him, and, you know, and all of that. But he's also just the right amount of jerk where, you know, you don't feel bad for bad things happening to him. I think he's very well rounded in that sense. And we're also getting to the point where we really start to see Jinkuro start to crack a little bit, where, you know, he's starting to get a little bit more, a little bit less merciless, a little bit kinder. He's got a pretty decent reason for this kind of stuff. But Momohime is making progress, which is nice. And anyway, now that we've backtracked out of the Sugura district, let's take a look at where we need to go next. We need to make our way to the Dragon Ball Z Kai area. So I'll be right back when we get to that area with the branching paths. So see you guys soon. And we're back. So yeah, now we're at the area with this branching path, and we're going to actually be exploring new territory. Awesome. And there's a basket in this room. I actually didn't encounter any random battles on the way back, which is odd. Usually you get at least one. It's pretty normal to walk out of a dungeon and find no random battle. Oh, that's a big soul. I want to get that for sure. It's usually pretty normal to walk out of a dungeon and have no random encounters on the way back, but it's not so normal to have no random encounters on the overworld either, so that's a little bit strange, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. It's just luck. And the beaches in this game are really cool. Apparently there's actually a hidden boss out on the water, which I haven't actually fought before, and yep, it's a boar. It's like an octopus or something. I actually have never found it before. I think it has something to do with using a boat for quick travel, but again, don't quote me on that. If I can show it off, I think I should, because that would be pretty awesome. One of the promotional art pieces for this game is actually Momohime fighting a giant octopus, and, you know, yes, they do try to take advantage of that particular you know, kind of fetish. But, you know, this game, you know, Vanillaware is the team that made Dragon's Crown, so, you know, they do try to indulge certain fetishes at point. You know, just look at Kanjiku here.
正直にお答えくださいまし。まさかとは思いますれど、旦那様は桃姫が気に入っているのではありませんか？もしそうなら、狐の妖力で桃姫の魂を八つ咲きにしてやりたい心地がいたします。
バカを申すな。ガキ相手に好きも嫌いもあるものか。ちゃんとついてくるように子守をしておるだけじゃ。
It's not like I like her or anything. Baka. Oh man, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, some jokes just have to be made. But yeah, I enjoy Kanjiku as a character quite a bit. She's a little bit more involved in the plot than just a tiny spoiler. This doesn't even qualify, but there is a fox character that accompanies Kisuke as well. Kanjiku's a little bit more involved with the plot than I forget her name. But she's a little bit more involved with the plot than the other fox character. So yeah, I like her better. She's very fun because she's sweet, but she's also got like a real feisty kind of side to her as well, which, you know, I enjoy personally. And these guys again. These are one of the only enemies to actually take me down in the game. So, you know, we're gonna. Oh wait, hold on. This would be a good chance to show off. Oh, Moonlight 2. So that's basically just a stronger version of the original Moonlight, which I believe we had at the beginning of the game. So yeah, some of them are a little bit boring in that they're just more powerful versions of earlier abilities. But actually, it's not necessarily all bad, because I actually find it really entertaining when we, say, run into a skill that I really liked, and, you know, I felt really bad about getting rid of it when I had to you know, switch swords because it was just running low on power. So it's just like, sweet, I got Moonlight again, you know. That's always a good feeling. And we can actually go to Totomi right now, but that's not where we're supposed to be going. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to break that barrier, get the basket wherever the hell this thing is. Oh, wait, I found it. It's just a herbal remedy. Yeah, no big deal. And then I'm going to go over here to unlock the area, and then I'm going to go back because this is actually not the right way to go. We could explore that area, but I believe at the end we'd probably just have another we probably just have another barrier. So if we ever need to go back there, I will cut to that area and we can start exploring the area anew. But yeah, we've got basically a straight line to the Kai district, so it shouldn't be too hard to travel through. Of course, we just got to take the high road here. Souls eventually do respawn on the overworld map, but I don't know how long it takes, or if it's time-based, or if it, you know, it actually depends on, like, the amount of rooms you're in, or something. And, oh, it's a monkey! A monkey can lead you to a hot spring in the mountains. This is actually pretty helpful because going to these hot springs refills your HP and soul power, and also you get some dialogue scenes like these.
裸を見られるのが恥ずかしいと早速ダダをこねよって。そんなか細い体を見て得するやつなどおらぬ。腕を見よ。本気で刀を振れば筋が切れてしまいそうじゃ。本来のオボロ流はこんなものではない。肌もやばすぎる。血もやけだらけでたまらぬで。よく揉んでおけ。応対するのは湯に浸かる間だけじゃぞ。
Rude much, Jinkuro. It's not like this body was just the one that kicked Yukinojo's ass or anything. But yeah, I enjoy these hot springs area quite a bit, and not for the fan service. No, I'm not staring at Momohime's ass right now. What would ever give you that idea? Anyway, where the hell did we get the towel from anyway? But yeah, you can get some random dialogue there. Not always, but sometimes. I will be showing off the dialogue when we see it because it is pretty cool, and it's actually one of the few areas where we do get some crossover into the other story, which is nice. But yeah, I enjoy the areas. It's a little bit of character development, which I always find nice. Okay, with the view of Japan's greatest mountain, I'm Japan's most popular dealer. Sure you are. You're Japan's only dealer. So anyway, first things first, a straw stock. That actually would probably be helpful. Well, first things first, I need to buy the cooking items, and next I'll buy some yams, some tofus and my fried tofu, and yeah, I don't have enough for either of those. Oh well. We'll be getting an ability that gives us the straw stock, we'll be getting a sword that gives us the straw stock ability anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And we got some soba there. Oh, and this is actually our first instance of the Pelican Bears actually being able to take us places. So we're on their way to Odawara, and that takes us to Sagami. Okay, you could say Sagami, whatever, but that's actually not the way we're going. So if you wanted to go back that way, you could. But yeah, anyway, with those cooking things, we got the ability to make miso soup, which increases soul power recovery. I don't really use this one very much. The tofu hot pot I'll use quite a bit, and we can actually make some sweet potatoes, so that's good. I'm actually gonna quickly make some stuff. This is actually very important to do, just because healing is so necessary in fights. I mean, I guess if you were playing on the one-hit kill difficulty, you would probably just use Soba for Spirit and that's it. But since we're playing on normal and we actually have a health bar, this is very important. And I'm actually going to add those sweet potatoes to our item list. There we go. That should be good for now. And yeah, we should be heading to the Kai district very shortly. Had to open my big fat mouth, didn't I? Okay, well, let's kick these guys' asses. These little Oni fuckers, they're pretty easy. This is not the last we'll be seeing of them, though, so don't think that they're just going to be gone or that they're random encounters. No, we see more Oni. We definitely see more Oni. Eesh. Yeah, those guys, obnoxious. And okay, maybe this is just me and my background. I live in Boston, so, as you know, and that's pretty close to the water, so I spent a lot of the time near the beach as a kid, so I have a huge affinity for the ocean. I really enjoy seeing, like, beaches like this, and I find that really cool. Like, I love the ocean. I spend a lot of time swimming. I could spend my whole day there. It's just, I think it's a lot of fun. So, damn it, that's always the worst thing, where you get a good combo on one of these guys while they're pulling out a new sword. That's always annoying. But yeah, okay, we're heading to the Kai district, and okay, so we're just gonna cut straight from the ocean to a open field. That makes sense. Yes, I am not being sarcastic right now. And I've been recording for a good half hour, so I think I'm going to find the next save point, which is normally close to entrances of areas. So I'm going to find the next save point and then call it a day. I am recording this live, in case you couldn't tell, which is actually somewhat new for me, because most of the time I've been doing post LPs. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily just apply to the caves. Whenever you run into an area where you see the little exclamation point that a battle started as soon as you walk in, that means that this is not a mandatory fight. You could just enter and exit the room and go on your way. You don't have to bother fighting these guys. But I do so anyway because there is stuff to find in the room, like this basket, which has a pheasant. Okay, and there's oftentimes a lot of soul waiting in these rooms if you just kill all the enemies. So that was the last Tengu, I believe, and so we got a lot of XP, and see, there's soul all over the place in here, so we're going to pick it up. I believe there's a big soul waiting in here somewhere, too, or I might just be thinking of a different area. Nope, I'm thinking of a different area. Yeah. Oh, well, no big deal. Anyway, let's keep on going. And yeah. So these areas, the areas with lots of trees, they're a little bit more annoying to navigate because you can't just run. You have to do a lot of jumping. And not necessarily even the jumping in that, you're in the forest and you're looking for soul patches on top of trees. It's the kind of jumping where you just have to jump a lot in order to keep going. So that's a little bit annoying, but again, not a huge deal. Oh, god damn it, we're just shy of being able to get a new level and potentially a new sword. So, hold on. There's another monkey down here. I don't think that we're going to be getting another dialogue sequence so soon. I don't know necessarily what causes the appearance of more dialogue areas, because like right here there's nobody here, so we're not getting any more dialogue. I don't know if it's reaching specific monkeys, reaching specific story points, or if you could just spam the same monkey over and over and get more dialogue. It's really unclear to me. So again, this is where the comment section comes in handy. I saw a lot of people commenting that they love Muramasa, and I'm so glad to see more people who enjoy it as well, because this is, again, one of my new favorite games. I didn't get this right when it first came out. I kind of discovered it later on. But yeah, it's so nice to know other people enjoy this game just as much as I do. So if you guys know more about this game, please feel free to let me know, and as soon as I record episodes after I see it, I will be sure to mention what you've told me in the episodes themselves. I might forget names because I'm a forgetful motherfucker, but I will try my best. So yeah, these kite guys, they're annoying. I always try, maybe this is just something about me in fights. I always try to running /up as opposed to jumping and then doing stuff. But anyway, our strength and vitality are both 14, which means I think we can now... Nope. We cannot use this yellow sword. Okay, we can't even use this sword either. Wow. Okay, yeah, we might be a few levels behind where the game expects us to be, which is odd. Okay, well, whatever. We'll be able to forge a new sword next part at the very least. Well, next level. I don't know when I'm going to be getting another level, so hold on. I know we're supposed to go left. I'm going to go right because, that's just video games, right? The game tells you go this way. You have to go the other way because, that's where they're hiding all the good stuff. Oh, and a pheasant again. For some reason, these guys always give me issue unless if I've got a quick draw right away. They can break blades pretty easily, so be careful. Don't underestimate wild animals. Like a boar, don't fuck with a boar. That's just good life advice, And if I remember correctly, this is going to... Oh, no. I thought that there would be a barrier to the Musashi district. Have we been here before? Or wait, I think the barrier might be in the Musashi district. Yeah, we've been here before, so let's just break that barrier, and now we can head back here a lot more easily, if we ever need to. Wait, hold on. We're at level 13. I could take on that challenge room again, but I'm not going to because, yeah, let's not and say we did. So anyway, yeah, let's head back to where we were. I don't know if I'm gonna cut necessarily because it's like 2 rooms back, but you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's, one thing about Japan that I just think is really cool is that the area, another one of these guys, okay, whatever. That was hard. One thing about Japan I think is really cool is that it's got a very diverse kind of set of geographical kind of areas. Like there's a lot of, it's not just all of the same place because this is actually something. I was driving to see my father's side of the family for the 4th of July a couple weeks back, and we drove through all of Pennsylvania and a lot of New York in order to get there, and it's all forest. The entire way through is all forest, whereas Japan is a relatively small area, but they've got mountains, they've got forests, they've got beach, and it's all really close to each other. And I guess that might have something to do with being an island nation. It kind of has a lot of different geographical areas kind of smushed together like that. But, I find that neat. But anyway, we're at a save point, so I believe that's going to be it for today. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you stay tuned to the next part of Muramasa the Demon Blade. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.